Have you ever felt like your heart knows something your mind can't quite explain? This full moon in Pisces isn't just a pretty moment in the sky, it's a spiritual test. An emotional awakening that can completely shift how you see love, purpose, and even yourself. But here's the twist. This moon isn't here to comfort you. It's here to reveal a truth you've been avoiding if you stay until the end of this video. The tarot will show you exactly what that truth is. Every full moon brings illumination symbols become messages. Endings become beginnings, and the hidden parts of our lives come to light. Pisces, the final sign of the Zodiac, represents dreams, intuition, and healing. When the moon swims through this watery sign, our emotional tides run deeper than usual. You might have already felt the strange pull to cry for no reason, the urge to forgive someone you swore you were done with, or that magnetic call toward your spiritual self. But under this Pisces full moon, those feelings aren't random. They're messages from your higher self, decoded through energy, emotion, and symbol. That's why in this reading, we're going to merge astrology and tarot to reveal what this full moon is truly trying to teach you. Because this energy isn't just about reflection, it's about transformation. So let's get comfortable. Take a deep breath. Visualize moonlight glistening on the surface of a still body of water. You're looking at your reflection but tonight. That reflection is finally going to speak back. I've already drawn 3 cards for this full moon spread, 1 for what's being illuminated, 1 for what needs to be released, and 1 for what transformation is awakening within you. The first card, the moon itself, how fitting is that? This card mirrors the very energy of Pisces, intuition, hidden truths, and emotional mystery. When the moon appears, it tells you that not everything is meant to make sense right now. You're standing between 2 realities, the logical and the mystical. It's asking you, do you trust what you feel, even when you can't explain it? This is where Pisces invites you to dance with uncertainty. You might be questioning a relationship, a life path, or even your faith in the universe. But the moon card says that clarity doesn't come through control, it comes through surrender. This full moon wants you to stop trying to fix or analyze, and instead feel your way through. Now, before we move to the second card, pause for a second. Which area of your life has felt foggy lately? Is it love, career, your sense of self? Drop it in the comments below. I'm curious which part of your story is lighting up right now, because you'll notice how eerily the cards reflect it later on. Okay, the second card pulled, Death. Don't panic, this is one of the most powerful cards for transformation. And under Pisces energy, this doesn't mean literal endings. It means shedding emotional layers. The Death card paired with the Pisces full moon says, you're releasing illusions, attachments, outdated identities that no longer align with who you're becoming. Maybe it's letting go of that fantasy relationship built more on potential than reality. Maybe it's breaking the loop of emotional self-sabotage. Or maybe it's releasing the version of you that thought healing meant perfection. The Death card reminds us that endings are sacred initiations. They open doorways to rebirth. You'll notice, too, how Pisces energy works behind the scenes. This transformation isn't loud. It's internal, subtle, like the tide quietly shifting beneath the sand. You might wake up one morning and realize the trigger that used to send you spiraling just doesn't. That's not apathy, that's transcendence. Now, the third card, the energy of transformation awakening within you is the Star. And oh, what a perfect way to end this spread. After navigating the moon's shadows and death's surrender, the Star rises as your light of faith and spiritual renewal. This is hope reborn, belief restored, and purpose rekindled. Under the Star, Pisces reminds us that healing doesn't erase the wound, it makes it sacred. The tears you've cried under this moon are purifying your path forward. The universe is saying, you've been through the depths, now it's time to remember your light. But here's where it gets even deeper. When the moon, death, and the Star appear together in a reading, there's a hidden narrative. Illusion gives release, gives awakening. It's the soul's version of metamorphosis. You dissolve, you let go, you shine again. Let's pause for a second. Which stage do you feel you're in right now? The illusion, the release, or the awakening? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to see where this collective energy is meeting you. Now, you might be wondering, how does all of this actually play out in real life? Let's bring these energies down to earth. For relationships, this full moon may highlight emotional boundaries and illusions. Pisces loves deeply, but sometimes too ideally. If you've been projecting fantasies onto someone, reality may step in now, to punish you, but to protect your heart. The moon and death together say, it's time to see love clearly. If someone's energy feels inconsistent, don't drown trying to decode it. Step back, observe. The truth you've been avoiding will rise naturally under the moonlight. For career or purpose, the Death and Star cards blend into a message about spiritual redirection. Something in your professional identity may be crumbling, and that's okay. The Star says there's renewal coming, possibly through a path closer to your soul's truth. This might look like a creative project, holistic venture, or intuitive side business being born out of something you thought had failed. Pisces energy reminds you that inspiration isn't logically, it flows from faith. And for self-growth, this energy is all about emotional alchemy. Think of those moments when your heart feels heavy with old pain or regret. The Pisces full moon invites you not to run but to transmute. Journal, meditate, cry, or create. Emotions are information in motion. They're not meant to trap you, only to guide you. You might even find synchronicities popping up everywhere, song lyrics that feel like messages, dreams that seem to replay unfinished conversations, or sudden memories surfacing. These aren't coincidences. They're your guides whispering, "This is where healing begins." Remember how earlier I told you there'd be a hidden truth revealed by the end? This is it. The Pisces full moon shows you that the transformation you've been craving is already happening inside you. You don't have to chase it or earn its hits unfolding the moment you decide to trust that inner voice again. But don't be surprised if old emotions resurface this week. Pisces governs endings, karma, and closure. You might meet someone from your past, get triggered by something small, or feel waves of nostalgia. When that happens, don't numb it, notice it. Because what's resurfacing is exactly what's ready to release. Now, here's a small piece of humor in this heavy cosmic soup. Ever try telling a Pisces full moon that you're fine? It laughs in astral symphony and says, "Oh no, darling, we're going deeper." So yeah, expect the emotional flood, but trust that you won't drown this time. You've learned to swim through your own reflection. Here's the thing. People talk about manifestations and moon rituals like magic tricks. But under this lunation, true magic comes from acceptance. Pisces teaches that manifestation isn't about control, it's about alignment. When you stop resisting and start flowing, doors open effortlessly. So if you're watching this thinking, okay, what can I actually do during this full moon? Here's your answer. Create a ritual of release. Grab a journal and write down what illusions you're ready to let go of, expectations, fears, outdated dreams. Then, under the moonlight, read them out loud and say, "I release this with love." Burn or bury that page, symbolizing your emotional rebirth. After that, pull your own tarot or oracle card for guidance. Ask, what energy wants to flow into my life next? If you pull something connected to the star, the sun, or the world, know that you're stepping into a new phase of clarity. And here's the secret I promised earlier. The Pisces full moon closes an emotional cycle that began 6 months ago, around the Pisces new moon. Think back to that time. What were you dreaming of? Who were you becoming? This full moon brings the harvest from those intentions. But the universe never delivers exactly what we want it delivers what we need to evolve. That's the transformation this reading reveals. Healing isn't about moving forward quickly, it's about releasing who you no longer are, so your authentic self can catch up to your higher timeline. Let's come full circle with one final message from Spirit. I pulled one more clarifying card for the collective energy, the High Priestess. Could there be a more Piscean card? She sits between realms, holding the scroll of divine wisdom, cloaked in moonlight. Her message is clear. The answers you seek won't come through asking others, they're inside your stillness. This is your climax moment. The full moon in Pisces opens your intuitive channel. You might feel psychic insights sharpening, dream symbolism intensifying, or a mysterious sense of déjà vu weaving through your days. The High Priestess reminds you, this is a sacred initiation into trust. Everything that has confused you, recently heartbreak, uncertainty, delays, it wasn't chaos. It was your spiritual curriculum. And the final exam is this. Can you listen to your intuition even when logic disagrees? Because that's where transformation truly begins. So let's return to our opening question. What truth is the full moon in Pisces revealing to you? The answer is simple, yet powerful. It's revealing you to yourself. Not the version shaped by fear, duty, or illusion, but the version that dreams, forgives, and flows naturally with life's tides. If you've been tired, confused, or searching for cosmic confirmation that you're on the right path, let this be it. The cards and the stars are in unison. You are transforming, even if it feels messy. You're rising through your emotional truth, not away from it. And before we close, I want you to ask yourself one quiet question. What would happen if you stopped doubting your intuition for just one lunar cycle? Imagine living your next month guided by trust instead of fear. That's the practice this moon invites you into. If this reading resonated with you, tap the like button. It helps this message reach others who need to hear it tonight. Comment below which part of the reading spoke to your soul. I replied to as many as I can. And if you're ready for the next stage of your cosmic journey, hit subscribe, because the next video is all about the eclipse portal and how it resets your soul contracts. Until then, under this mystical Pisces moon, may your intuition be clear, your heart be open, and your transformation be blessed.